There are two alt-rights, apparently. According to Infowars' very own Paul Joseph Watson, there are two alt-rights. What are these two alt-rights? Well, according to Paul Joseph Watson, there is one alt-right that can also be known as the New Right. This is a MAGA hat wearing, all-inclusive movement that led to Trump being elected. Whites, Latinos, blacks, everyone was involved. This simple fact may very well be true, but that doesn't mean that they are actually the alt-right. What he describes as another group in the alt-right is apparently the subversive white supremacist and Hitler worshipping alt-right. They're not real alt-righters, are they? Well, I don't know if you listeners or Paul Joseph Watson actually know what the alt-right actually is, but I can assure you that the first description, the civic nationalist description that he gave, is not accurate at all. But nonetheless, he's been wearing this label for quite a while. Now, why or when did he appropriate this label for himself? Oh yeah, that's right. After Hillary Clinton's alt-right speech.
Hillary Clinton interrupted her coughing fits, seizures, and 3-day naps to attack the alt-right. Clinton savaged Trump for weaving
dark conspiracy theories.
In truth, the alt-right is a movement that's been in action for a good few years. It was not birthed by the alternative media in 2015 to 2016 like Paul Joseph Watson would have you expect, but rather it came from many different sources, the two main sources being the American Renaissance website and from the National Policy Institute's Richard Spencer. Jared Taylor from American Renaissance also. They are the most notable examples. The term alt-right goes back as far as 2008, but there was no physical presence of such a movement until Richard Spencer launched the website Alternative Right in 2010. Therefore, for Paul to allude to the other alt-right as being a subversive element of his beautiful alternative media movement is just hogwash. He just appropriated that label for himself as soon as it gained capital after Hillary Clinton declared her disdain for it. It's almost as if he wanted to use it as a marketing ploy to push revenue and sales for his parent website. It would have been okay if he just tried to distinguish himself from the actual alt-right, even though that comes with its own conflicts, probably with some members of the alt-right themselves. But the fact that he's trying to wrestle the label away from them is disturbing. No, the movement isn't a civic nationalist movement spearheaded by the alternative media for the purpose of winning Trump the election, which parades liberalism, capitalism, democracy, Western values. No, it's rather a movement that far predates the 2016 presidential race by over half a decade, really, maybe even up to a full decade, and tackles very different issues, including some that people aren't all that comfortable with, including race and intelligence. Yes, okay, there is overlap. Many people in the alt-right probably do still believe in democracy and capitalism and property rights. Some of them might even be anarcho-capitalists, but they're not one and the same. In fact, from a political point of view, the alt-right is actually a very diverse movement. Point is, they aren't the cultural libertarians that Paul Joseph Watson would like to think that the alt-right is actually comprised of. No, it's a very different movement to what he thinks it is. Point is, Paul, okay, hate the alt-right all you want, sure, but everyone can see that if you're still trying to wrestle the label away from them, that the only reason why you call yourself that label is not because you believe in it. It's because Hillary Clinton mentioned it in one speech, and therefore you thought, oh, she opposes something. But Infowars is such a large and powerful organization that everything she opposes must be us. Therefore, that label must be applied to us. We have to appropriate it. It's a marketing ploy. We get it, Paul. Point is, to sum it up, He's just being disingenuous. He's doing this for his own political, economic, whatever gain. It's probably a popularity ploy.